In today's video of Can It Internet, this computer that I'm using here is a Dell Dell Optiplex 360 desktop computer, mid-tower desktop computer. And this computer was released in 2008. See exactly when this was released. And the operating system that I'm using right now is Linux Mint. Start the internet browser. Okay, so this is the computer I'm using right now. It's a Dell Optiplex 360. So it was released in September 18th of 2008. The CPU that's in it is a Core2Quad Q6600 processor. This processor here was released in January 8th of 2007. I'll show you the system specs. It's the info. As you can see, it's a Core2Quad Q6600, 2.4 gigahertz. This is Linux Mint 19.1. Have a 160 gigabyte hard drive in here, about 4 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM. That's the video adapter. Let's see if this is good enough for internet. This computer is about 17 years old. A 17-year-old computer. Dropping a lot of frames. Let's see what the resolution is. Not doing so hot. Lower resolution. Not doing so hot either. There's a lot of drop frames. As you can see, there's 136. That's a lot. I don't think it's usable for streaming videos, but it does work. See how much CPU power it uses. The graphics card in this is quite old. It's 100% of the CPU power, 50% now. About 50% of the system memory. Doesn't have any problems with web pages or anything. That's perfectly fine. A lot of drop frames. Not very good. Not at all. No problems loading up anything. It could load up everything just fine. Let's see what the process is. It's really stressing the CPU out, using a lot of the memory. For this computer, you could only put 4 gigabytes of RAM. That's a maximum for this. Using about 2.8 gigabytes of RAM. And it has 4. Didn't swap, which is good. Yeah, the graphics card on this is not very good. Very outdated. I think it only has like 256 gigabytes of RAM in it, which is not adequate. Now that I'm not running the video or streaming the video, now it's CPU is not being stressed out that much. But for browsing the internet, you're not going to have any problem with it. You could definitely browse the internet without any problems whatsoever. There's a limitation for the graphics card as well with this computer. The power supply is not very powerful, so you're not going to be able to put a good graphics card in here. So that's going to be the limitation. But for web pages, it's fine. For videos, still a lot of drop frames, but it does play the video. I think that's it for this video. So you can use a 17-year-old computer to go on the internet if you're using a distro of Linux like Linux Mint. I'm sure there are other distros of Linux you can use. In today's video, it is definitely possible to use this computer, this 17-year-old computer, to go on the internet, and this operating system is pretty modern. I think the operating system that this computer came with was, I think it was Windows XP, which is no longer supported. I think the support stopped for it back in 2013. But I upgraded it to Linux, and I could still use it for the internet. So that's what I want to share with you today. If you have any thoughts, you could leave it in the comment section below. And thank you for watching.